Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Kenny Lowe. As you can see, I still don't have my webcam. I'm still having trouble with Logitech. Um, but hopefully I will be getting it soon. I still like coming on camera talking to you guys, about Pokemon. I just watched the episode, so this is the review for Pokemon Sun and Moon anime episode. I think it's 24. No, 23. Episode 23. Here's a real shocker: a Duck Trio split up. Yeah, this episode was so freaking funny. I'm gonna tell y'all, this episode was hilarious because of the fact you got a duck tree, a Alolan Duck Trio, actually singing, not human language, in Pokemon language, and through the Duck Trio cry. However, it was funny. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. It was hilarious. I felt the way Kiawe felt. Kiawe was like, why in the hell am I in this? Because, okay, when it first started, I'm going to give y'all the plot, then I give y'all my thoughts. The plot was, Ash and the gang goes, to the concert of the Duck Trio gang. But however, after the concert, Duck Trio, Diglett sees a wig that Rotom Dex is wearing, and it finally found a way to take the wig and and want to become a part of the want to be a part of the concert. However, during practice, each one of the Duck Trios was feeling like they should get the spotlight, and they kind of break up. However, y'all know somebody's lurking in the darkness when this happens. Team Rocket takes advantage of this and comes in and takes Duck Trio, and they leave. So basically at the end, Ash and them find the Duck Trio, saves him, and basically saves the day, and Duck Trio goes on by his business and makes good music. Now that was the plot in the whole episode. Here's my thoughts. Okay. Number one, there was a couple of Easter eggs in there when Team Rocket was selling, when they were selling wigs. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all, but y'all probably catch on if you see it. Screw it. I'm going to tell y'all. Spoiler alert. One of them was Brock wig, and the other one was a May wig. But they didn't fix them like it was, but you'll see the Easter egg in it. And I saw it, I was like, really? I was laughing. But then Kiawe, his reaction of wearing a blonde wig tickled the hell out of me. He was so upset. He was like, why am I wearing this? This looks so ridiculous. And, everybody else was enjoying wearing it. Each one was wearing one of, the Duck Trio, wig. But, Rotom Dex wears the wig of his favorite detective from the show that he watches. So Kiawe is like, you know what? I don't understand this. Why am I wearing it? But then when he goes to the concert, he has a change of heart. He was so into it. He literally broke down like, oh my God, this was the best concert. And I was sitting here like, okay, this was the best concert. How in the hell do y'all even understand what Duck Trio's saying? Now, I can understand the Pokemon because that's how they communicate. But humans humans understanding what Duck Trio's saying, okay, I got to remember this is an anime, so it's going to happen. So I'm just, they're going to understand some kind of way. But Meowth is another one who speaks human language and can understand the Duck Trio. That's an exception. But human, I was like, you know what, this is too much. But the episode was so funny because it gives you the outline of how Duck Trio, the Alolan Duck Trio really was. And, you get to see some kind of, progression. Well, I'm not going to say progression because this was a filler episode. It wasn't a plot episode, so nobody gets no development or anything in here. It was just like a relaxed concert type episode. But you know how Team Rocket has been blasting off in the Alolan region with, you know, Beware. I actually love it. Every time I see it, I love it because it was, you know, at the end when Team Rocket is getting beat, you know, the DJ gets, you know, he gets back, you know, the trio, and they do Tri Attack. Now, Tri Attack, each one of them had ice, fire, and the other one had thunder. You know, electric, fire, and ice. So they all mix it together, and it hits each one of the Team Rocket, and it knocks them out the roof. And guess who's waiting? Beware. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this episode was funny. It's not one to be taken seriously. It's not an episode of, you know, plot development. It's not a episode of progression of the story. It's just a filler episode. But it's not a bad filler episode. It was basically there to just, because we're gonna get a couple. We're actually gonna get. I think after next week's episode, we're actually gonna get a development episode, because that's when the Team Rocket and Team Skull versus each other. So that's gonna be that's a plot, you know, a plot filled episode. So we're gonna get that in 2 weeks. Delia comes back next. She comes back next Thursday. She comes to the Alola region for the first day, you know, for the first visitation day. So I really want to see this, because normally the only time we actually seen Delia really come back into the story was during the Kanto region, because that was their home, you know, their home region. So she was able to, you know, travel no problem. But him being over in, you know, well, Johto was not that far, but, you know, he still could have went home anytime. Johto wasn't that far, so we didn't really see her unless it was over the telephone. Hoenn, we didn't really see her at all except over the telephone. Sinnoh, you really didn't see her unless it was over the telephone. Now, she went to the Unova region with him in the first beginning, but you didn't see her at all until over the telephone. And Kalos, you didn't see her at all until to be honest, you really haven't seen her talk to him at all during the Kalos region, except right before he came home. That was the only time I think we actually see him talk to her. So for her to come back in this episode, actually come back, so that lets you know Kanto and Alola are not that far from each other. And basically, to be honest, it lets you know in the game that the Kalos region and Kanto region and Alola region are very close to each other. So it's not that bad. It's not that hard of a, you know, commute if she really wanted to go see Ash and if he really wanted to go home. It's not that, you know, I'm gonna say it may be like maybe a 6 hour, maybe a 2 hour flight, maybe a 1 day boat ride, I say. But, you know, we don't know how close it is, but it's not that far. My guess is that, you know, the Alola region may be close to the Orange Islands, because we already know the Orange Islands wasn't that far from the Kanto region. It's really off the coast of the Kanto region. So that's basically the Alola region has to be that, you know, be that close too. So for her to come back, I cannot wait. I'm ready to see the episode. But you guys tell me how you feel about it. I really actually enjoyed it. Like I said, it's not a plot-filled episode, so don't worry about, you know, development or anything. It's more or less just a fun episode. Tell me you guys' thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is your boy Kenny Low, and I will see y'all later.